Okay, bago lang.
Bro. Blocker, tapos pag may slash character na maki-KO, 5 cost or less, pwede ko siya ihiga.
Sorry, pag may
Slash character na 5 cost or less na maki-KO by effect, pwede ko siyang ihiga para hindi ma-KO. Tapos blocker din siya. Pass.
I roll tayo. Okay lang po nanda.
ability 2, Zoro ability, Luffy,
Sobrang agad.
7 to ulit.
Bro.
First ako.
Zoro.
So higa, activate main, higa siya ng isang 4 cost or less. So higa siya. Higa mo to. Tapos attach ako ng 3 rested doon sa leader. So 8 kay Zoro.
Pag linak ko ba yung... Pag hindi namatay si Zoro, makakatake ka ba ba ng isa?
Pwede ko siya itayo ulit kasi atake ako.
Kahit hindi mapatay si Zoro.
Sige. Effect. Withstand 8 leader. Pass.
Okay. Rocket. 2 days.
That's why pala you're reading your that's 1K. Oh, magiging 30. Okay. Nasa ano ba siya mag-filter? Those ones.
Slash ka rin, no?
Seven leader po.
Possibility, dalawa, ability, isang tayo, isang
Tapos yung isa pa niya. May isa pa yan. Di ba? May isang ton yan.
pero din.
Oo. Nakatayo ata.
Tayo na.
Oo, nakatayo nga.
So,
Yung sa payment ko,
kasi
ano yung
Block.
person na.
Anim.
Okay,
Bro.
Yeah. Isolated na tayo. Okay, so, i-share ko na lang sa chat para mas mabilis.
Search eh. So higa ako nandun. Search ako top 5.
Siya matatap din. Marirested.
Ay, oo. Tama. Marirest na.
7, 8, 9. Kailangan natin ng picture.
Good.
So, 1, 2,
Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
So there. Thank you. Ay, lagyan mo doon later. Later play ako. Oh, sige.
Activate. Higa si Robin. Tapos,
You're gonna get two body pockets,
Lord
one
Berries,
triple, and research pro, Argan vessel, Argan, two and two partners.
wala ba to? Oo.
Table.
10 kay Zoro.
10.
Effect. 10. Leader. Pass. Gcash. Ay, ano na ako kanina? Nagbayad na ako. Oo.
At okay. So, tapos balik ko.
Sana lang yung sa ilaw. Try mo sa...
Isang...
Patas naman po na... Sa ilaw yun.
Nababasa naman. Pero kung mag-assign ako ayaw. Nakalimit.
5K dito.
1K.
5K dito.
Putsa. Wait, 1K.
10K.
Bro.
Wala kasi bro, kami sa lunin yan. 60 pa.
So, blocker, tapos on play. Pwede ako mag-restand ng 4 na doon.
So, 1 to 6.
8 Robin.
Eight, Robin.
Ayaw talaga ito eh. Cash na lang.
Nalimit ko na.
Urgent.
7.
Kaya, 1 event pa rin. Then, plus 1 sa opening na yung
2K, 2K, 1K, 10. Tama? 9K.
Restand. 8 leader. Pass. Ay, ako ba? Ano ko na lang, nandiyan yung history ko eh. Nag-send na ako kanina.
Ayaw nga po.
Oo. Oo.
Nag-search ka kami.
Hindi. Block. Event. So, plus 2K, tapos restand siya. Tapos plus 1K. So, 11.
6K dito.
Ano ulit yan yung kanina? Plus 2K siya.
Plus 2k siya, tapos magtatayo ko ng isang rested character. So, tinayo ko ulit siya. Tapos plus 1k. Searcher.
Yan, put up mo.
Either available.
1, 2,
Discarding. 6, 5. Kung trigger ba ako? Higa ko din. Pero pag turn ko, higa pa rin.
No, kasi hindi siya, turn check.
So pag trigger,
Higa lang.
sige, gamitin mo. Trigger.
Okay.
Tapos 5K leader.
60 liters.
Okay. Tapos isang resto. Ganun, tama diba? 10K leader.
Ilan hand cards?
3 cards.
Tapos may nakatayon doon.
Isa.
Sige.
Minus 3.
So, may yung effect niya, rest ako ng 3 doon. Tapos, pwede ako mag-rest ng either 2 character or doon. So, rest to tsaka yung doon.
Sorry po. 2K counter po.
9 leader.
Line balong.
Wala akong choice eh. 10 leader.
Good game.
Dapat hinayaan mo na mamatay ko kanina. Sinayang mo yung mga counter mo eh.
Iniisip ko kasi di ako makakatake kasi yung ang inaantay ko yung parang ano mo, yung babae mo sa espada.
Si Tashigi.
Oo.
Oh. Nandito, di ko lang
Kaya tayo lumabas eh. Kasi baka mamaya puro i-alis, sayang din eh.
Oh, hindi pero kasi pwede mo sanang ipangsalag yung ano eh. Ito sana
Pero
mahaharap
kung ito
mo.
sana kinuha ko, dapat pala ito siguro kinuha ko instead of ito eh. Kasi black ako.
Pwede rin, oo. Ay hindi, ganun rin eh. Hihiga ko rin yan. Imbis na ito.
Higa, bakit siya higa?
Ito.
Di okay.
Ito ang hiniga ko imbis na... Oh. May gam-gam ka ba sa kamay? Gam-gam dyan. Pang ano lang, panindak lang.
Bluff. Wala na lumabas na gam-gam sa akin eh.
Ilan ba nandyan? 4?
4.
Ano pag yung mga ganyang maliliit, kahit hayaan mo na mamatay? Unless within lethal ka na. So, today we have Green Zoro from OP12, who has quickly become one of my favorite decks to play with, right behind Snake Man in competitive play. What this leader does is, if you have 3 Dawn attached to it, and you attack a character, you can restand Zoro, and he can attack once again. However, once you use that effect, you can no longer attack characters that have an original cost of 7 or less. It's a surprisingly aggressive deck, being green, and it relies less on control, but really on being able to outpace your opponent and just decimate their lives early on. And I think the most fun part about it is it's not as dependent on being able to play out characters as other decks. For those of you who might have seen the Japan regionals, there have been examples of it where all game long there's practically no characters played out, maybe a few searchers here and there, but otherwise the leader has been the main attacking point. And honestly, I think it's a very easy deck to learn, especially for beginners. And until OP13, I think this might just be the number 2 deck right behind Snake Man. We are expecting another ban list to come out in August, and Snake Man is probably going to get banned there, so Zoro might just move up to the top. But in any case, that's a few months away, and right now let's take a look at my deck list. Starting from the top, we have what I would say are the 3 most important cards to find in this deck. We have Tashigi from OP12, Kuina, and the green event card, Luffy is the man who will become Pirate King. So Tashigi and Kuina do very similar things, Tashigi being a 5-cost 7k attacker, no counter. On play, can rest one of your opponent's 5-cost or less characters and attach 3 rested dons to your leader. Kuina, on the other hand, is an activate main. 4-cost, 1k power, 1k counter. Activate main, rest Kuina, then you can rest one of your opponent's 4-cost or less characters and attach 3 rested don to Zoro. Kuina also has the added benefit of being a target for your opponent instead of being your leader. Then the green event, whose name is quite long so I won't repeat it, is able to restand your leader. And then it has a trigger of giving your leader plus 1000 power for this turn. These are probably the cards that you'd want to see with your opening hand, especially Kuina. Then you can use your searchers, which I'll show later on, to find the other cards. Right next to it is the green event with an even longer name, Demon Aura something something. Let's just call it Demon Ashura because the name is too damn long. It has 2 effects. So one main effect, you can up to rest 3 dons and in exchange rest 2 of your opponent's characters or dons. It's basically Hody without the take life effect. And then as a counter event, it gives your leader 3000 power. And right beside it, we have Hody Jones from OP06. 7-cost AK attacker, has rush, and on play, you take one of your life cards in exchange for resting 2 of your opponent's characters or don. Right below it, we have a strong combo for this deck. A 1-cost event card from OP01, Paradise Totsuka or Paradise Waterfall. A counter event that gives plus 2000 power and is able to restand one of your rested characters. Then Mihawk from OP12, a blocker, and on play is able to restand 4 of your rested don. Then next we have our 2 searchers, Perona and Kozuki Hiyori from OP12. Perona is straight up on play, is able to search the top 5 cards for a slash character or a green event. Hiyori on the other hand is an activate main, rest Hiyori and one of your dons to search your top 5 for a slash character or a green event. Then right beside it we have Koshiro again from OP12, 2-cost 1k attacker, 1k counter. He is a blocker and has the added effect of protecting your characters from being KO'd by effects. So if a 5-cost or less slash type character, except for Koshiro, were to be KO'd by an effect, you can opt to rest him instead. Then just as some additional tech cards, we have Cavendish from OP01. On play and when attacking, if this is the only Cavendish you have on play, then he can restand 2 of your rested dons. We have Tashigi from OP10, a 2k counter, 3-cost 4k attacker. When one of your green characters would be removed from play by an effect, you can rest him instead. Then we have Shimotsuki Kozaburo from OP12, 3-cost 2k attacker, 2k counter. On play is able to rest one of your opponent's 2-cost or less characters and KO one of their rested 1-cost or less characters. So I would say not much in terms of utility, really more as a 2k counter, but just in case is also good at taking out the small bodies. However, with this Zoro leader though, a blocker isn't necessarily deterrent enough because he's able to restand himself after attacking. You might ask why? Because when a blocker shifts the target away from the leader, it now counts as battling another character. Then finally, we have the zero cost event card from OP05. Whoever wins will be the side of justice, a counter event where you discard one card from your hand and in exchange one of your characters or leader gets plus 3000 power. And on trigger is able to rest one of your opponent's 4 cost or less characters. So typically, how I would play this is I would opt to search for any of these 3 cards and just aggro my opponent from there. If I need to set up defenses, then I'll search for Mihawk instead, depending on who my opponent might be. And then, of course, if I'm able to get either the Demon Ashura event card or the Paradise Totsuka, that would be the added bonus. Paradise Totsuka pairs very well with Mihawk because if you leave one down standing, Mihawk can block and take one attack, and then at the same time you combine with the Paradise Totsuka to restand Mihawk and be ready to block once again. Some changes that I might do with new cards that come out. I'd probably reduce the Cavendish, Mihawk, or the Demon Ashura and maximize my Holy. There's also the 4-cost Zoro from OP12, who is very good in your matches because he cannot be KO'd by slash characters. Then finally, with the release of PRB02, I might replace Tashigi with the new Zoro. So what that does is it's a 2k counter, and if it's going to be rested by an effect, I can opt to rest a different character instead. Which I don't have a sample of just yet, but you'll probably see in the coming days once PRB02 comes out. Typically, how I play it, I would prefer to go second. On my first turn, I would play out either the Searchers or Koshiro. Then on my 4-down turn, I'd play out Kuina if my opponent has a character on board, but if not, I just straight up attack them. 6-dawn turn, I would prefer to use Tashigi, but if my opponent has a smaller character, then Kuina can also do. Then 8-dawn turn, I can either opt to aggro my opponent or just play out Mihawk. And then 10-dawn turn onwards, it's just a matter of being able to whittle down your opponent's life. In the end game, I would say the most important cards might probably be the 2 event cards from OP12, either restand and get ready for another attack, or rest your opponent's characters or dawns. Demon Ashura and Holy Jones are both very useful against Snake Man, especially with that 1 dawn up for Gum Gum Giant. Or if your opponent just opts to play out multiple blockers, which is annoying for Zoro. The 3-cost event, on the other hand, is able to ensure you have additional attacks, so even if there's 1 life left, it's still possible to go for game if you have this event on hand. So yeah, this deck will still be modified in the coming days, but I think this is a pretty solid list. It's a nightmare matchup for a lot of decks and is very versatile in that a lot of decks find it hard to counter against this one. Anyway, that's all we have for today. As always, if you have any leaders that you want to see, please let me know down in the comments, or if you think there are modifications that I can do, please also leave a comment down below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll probably see you in the next video. Thanks, see ya.